What is going on, Capricorn? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. And also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine. So with all that said, let's go and see what's happening in your love life. Okay. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Because these energies these past couple weeks have been pretty heavy. Capricorn cousin of mine contacted me, and we were talking for a second, and he was telling me that he was feeling sleepy, like really sleepy, and he was at work and everything. I was like, if you knew these energies, right, fam? Like if you caught up, he would know what's up. But yes, let's see what's going on in your love life, Capricorn. What is going down in your love lives this week? What is happening in your love lives this week? What's happening in your love lives this week? Ooh. There's a lot of past references this week. Ooh. Ooh. Making me all excited, Cap. What you doing? Oh, okay then. Well, all right then. Well, the underlying energy is the Ace of Swords. So there's some things happening, all right? Well, not necessarily this has nothing to do with happening anything, right? This is truth. This is talking about, you know, yeah, like I said, truth. New perspective, new ideas, new way of communicating. Victory through the truth, though. That's one of the things I like. The King of Cups. There's perhaps a new way of communicating regarding how you feel. We could also be having new ideas regarding what your ideal partner is, you know, who you're in love with. This person could be very much in love with you as you are with them. That's why the King of Cups could be coming up for them. You may have some sort of new way of communicating that, or you have some ideas regarding something that you love. You know, Capricorn, I know people don't realize this about you, but you guys can be like hella romantic. Because nobody can really see it. Nobody ever sees it coming. You're like, you guys kind of have this like cool, calm demeanor. Like, yeah, everything's pretty chill and everything. But then you whip out those like, I don't know what you do. You just whip out yourself. And everybody's like, oh snap, oh my gosh. Like, let's slow down off his feet. Men and women, okay? Y'all just blow people away with your romance. And I don't think everybody realizes that romantic streak y'all have. Okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. Your current state of being, though, is the Three of Swords. So yeah, there's some old stuff coming up, some old pain, some old issues. Okay, I think there's something that's probably triggered this, something that triggered these old issues. But we love triggers, right? We love triggers because why? They show us what the problems are, so we can fix them. They show what we've got going on in our hearts that may be blocking us from being able to manifest what we've been wanting to manifest. And then you have here in your not necessarily outcome, but your desired outcome, your wish, your wants, your hope, your goal, ambition, right? This is about taking a journey, leaving it behind. Perhaps you're done with this old issue. You're dealing with it every day, perhaps, and you're just like, you know what? I'm ready to move on. Perhaps this is what you guys want. You guys want to move on. You guys want to move away from those issues, right? And completely be done with them. Not necessarily just move away, try to escape it, but you want to be done with it. I feel like you want to move to a place where there is room for prosperity, for you guys to grow your crops in a healthier soil instead of soil that you're familiar with but know is kind of tainted. But the thing that's keeping you guys from being able to move on is the lack of action that's being taken. The Tower is in there. The Tower is in your is in that space where there's blockages, obstacles, things that are keeping you from your desired outcome. And the action is the part that's not being done right now. There's clarity through the truth, right? There's a lot of thinking being done. There's a lot of thinking that's caused a lot of pain, but there was not a lot of action. There's not a lot of thinking that's provoking the action here. Okay? And the reason why the Tower is in the way, right, there's not a lot of action, is because there hasn't really been a decision about where to go. There hasn't really been a decision about where you guys want to take this relationship or where you guys want to go as far as the relationship goes. There's no decision being made right now. Okay? I think perhaps you guys were stuck at a crossroads, and unfortunately, maybe you guys have stayed at that crossroads. And it's probably because you looked at these old issues and thought, man, I gotta think, I don't know. Because, you know, the future is great and all, but if you got this lingering around, it's gonna be hard to move on. So, could be that the old pains are like in regards to getting back together, or moving in the direction towards a relationship. Maybe the situation for some of you guys is that your partner had a third party, right? Because you do have the Three of Cups and Three of Swords, and I do see that as kind of a third party situation. Some of you guys maybe they're dealing with some sort of past energy that definitely showed that you may have had some old issues come up, right? Regarding, you know, relationships and loyalty. But I feel like the Three of Cups talks about connecting with people, connecting with like-minded souls, connecting with individuals that have your back, because this is the Three of Cups. This is about community, close-knit groups, social circles, right? Letting people help you sometimes as well. This could be friends, but the situation seems very personal. Nobody can really help you with the Three of Swords, to believe it or not, unless this is a relationship, right? This may require you guys to reconnect, spend some time together, spend some quality time together, spend happiness together, right? To do something that's fun and not so serious. And perhaps that can help for those of you that are in relationships, right? But this is also talking about reuniting with someone. Perhaps it's time to just reunite with a person from the past to kind of wrap things up. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't think the situation is necessarily over. I don't think you want it to wrap it up or close the cycle, close it down, because I don't think this is necessarily a fear of the Wheel of Fortune. This is the second time around. This is the second go around. I'll show you the card, and I'm skipping ahead, I know. But the Wheel of Fortune shows that this is the second time around, right? A new opportunity, a new beginning. Not necessarily that you're wanting to bring stuff up to cause closure. If that was the case, I would have saw justice, right? Justice is all about slapping down that contract, saying, all right, you guys agree to not be like this anymore. We forgive each other. Let it go. It's in the past. That's not what that is. You ain't hoping for that. You ain't hoping for things to close up. You were hoping probably to get back together with somebody you felt something for. These three issues perhaps has a lot to do with, you know, maybe regarding this connection, right? But the thing here is, your best path to follow is connecting. It could also be that there may need to be some celebration. Perhaps there's a lot of serious energy that you've been going through for a while. It's time to have some fun, have a little bit more enjoyment in your life. But I really feel like it has a lot to do with connecting with someone. But we'll move on, right? Now, in your feelings, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, to me, in your feelings, talks about being exhausted. Honestly, you put up a wall, and you honestly don't remember why you have the wall. Well, why you even built that wall in the first place, or not necessarily built the wall, but why you know what you're building the wall for. It's almost like this period of time, right? There is this period. Obviously, I said period like 65,000 times. My bad, y'all. But it feels like right now you guys are a bit defensive, especially regarding your heart. You've been hurt before. You've felt sad before. You've had heartache before, potentially because it was a third party situation. You're not necessarily so open to starting something new, but that's just the thing, right? That's just the thing. I think that obviously I feel like you guys understand this is in the past, but this wall is keeping anything and everything to come, from being able to come into your life, right? But this is also the closest to the cycle that you're going to get, right, regarding this, right? This is very close to the cycle, ending of it anyway. And I feel like at the same time, right, this is not necessarily like building up a wall and forgetting that you have, not necessarily forgetting anything, because the person doesn't forget. You build up a wall to protect yourself because, there's a lot of stuff happening, but you still are very passionate about what it is that you've been fighting for quite some time. And I feel like you guys have been fighting for something for a long time. You guys have built this, a little bit of a tougher exterior, but you know what your truth is. You know what you want. You know what you're fighting for. And I feel like you haven't given up on it, even in the past. So that's what kind of like, so it could be a third party situation, but at the same time, I feel like it probably isn't for some of you guys. And maybe that there's just some old issues regarding some sort of past relationship or whatever. But you guys really want to connect with this individual again because you haven't given up. right? This is non-giving up energy, and it goes hand in hand with the Wheel of Fortune. You've been working very hard, really diligently, and I don't think you're trying to keep this opportunity out. For some of you guys, it very well could be. You very well could be trying to defend it out and be like, nope, I'm good. I don't want to reconnect. But for some of you guys, it is reconnection. You guys want to reconnect. You guys have been working very hard and diligently to reconnect. But again, it may not be, because you have the Six of Swords as your goal. You know, your desired outcome. You want to move on. You want to, go the distance. You know, you want to leave something familiar behind and travel to calmer waters. Leave the turbulent waves alone, right? You want to be able to be at peace and be able to start fresh in a new land. So your outcome is showing the Seven of Wands, okay? And the Seven of Wands here is another defensive card, but it's one that you can defend, right? You feel a little bit more in power, right? And more in control of your situation. You have a bit of an advantage, and it's because potentially of the new beginning, this new perspective that you've got. And then you also, you're protecting something. You feel more protective potentially because you are able to do what you felt that you needed to do to be able to move on, to move forward. Okay, but it's very interesting, Cap. It really is. Let me go ahead and pull you guys your wisdom of the oracle for this week. See what y'all get. Let me know if this resonates as well. Time to go. Time to go, folks. Time to go. Scorpio got that for them as well. You may be dealing with Scorpio, but I don't see Scorpionic cards in here. All I see is Mars and Jupiter. Well, Jupiter is in Scorpio, and Mars is in Aquarius, going into Capricorn. So yeah, it has a lot to do with the past here with a lot of your energies. If Mars going retrograde back into your sign, it means that there's some reviewing of some actions that you may have taken in the past. You may be doing something over and over again, or doing something that you may have done already. But this is like, are you sure you want to do it? Because you have perspective here. Let's go ahead and take a look here at your whispers of love. See what comes up for that. Then I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups because I want a little more information with that one. And the Tower can also talk about there's something happened unexpectedly that kind of put you in a position of, of a crossroads situation, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Maybe for some of you guys, but not for all of you. But new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth, or maybe both. Shoot, with this energy being so strong and people sleeping so much and feeling sleepy, I believe it's both. New love, y'all. Perhaps this is a situation where new love is on the horizon with potentially someone that you already know. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the Three of Pentacles, like I was saying, Three of Cups rather, because I wanted to clarify that a little bit more, just because I'm nosy and I want to know what's going on. Why is Capricorns? Why do Capricorns got the Three of Cups here? Why does Capricorns have the Three of Cups here? Why does Capricorns have the Three of Cups here? Why does Capricorn have the Three of Cups here? Why does Capricorn have the Three of Cups here? Thank you. The Eight of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords, and then underneath that is the Ten of Swords. The situation, whatever happened, is in the past. It's done. It hurt very badly, and it was very devastating. It was like a cut and dry kind of thing. And I don't think it was very well recovered because of the Three of Swords here. All the issues are coming up with that. But the Eight of Swords is clarifying the Three of Cups. And it's almost like, Three of Cups is coming up because you don't see a way. You don't see an option. You don't see very many options because you feel trapped in your thoughts. Just do it. That's pretty much what it's saying. Just do it. If this is about connecting with an individual again, just do it. If this is about connecting with people, going out on dates, doing something lighthearted and fun, just do it. Because you're gonna think it. You're gonna think yourself out of it, if that makes sense. You're going to logically think of ways to not do it. And I feel like the reasons why you're going to logically think your way out of doing it is because of these old issues. Don't let yourself do that. I know you're feeling tired and exhausted and you've been through a lot, but I feel like this is seriously saying you haven't given up. You haven't let go of it yet. You are not done with the situation. Wheel of Fortune. Allow yourself to at least learn from your mistakes, or learn from, not necessarily from your mistakes, but learn from the mistakes of others, or not necessarily learn something. You always learn something from every situation, every event, even if it wasn't your fault. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to require you guys to, just not overthink it and just go for it. Go for it. All right, guys, this has been your reading. I don't know what I was doing with that card, but thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you want to book a reading with me, there's an icon in the corner there. Also, guys, there's in the description box below, how to book a reading with me. Also, guys, if you want to follow me on social media for more free, readings or whatever, like sometimes I'll pull some cards, for this week. This week I didn't. I slept the entire week, pretty much. I was tired. So, but last week I was sleeping so much. And then not sleeping, so it was like a crazy sleep spell. But I feel like I'm a little bit more sane now. But yeah, if you want to follow me on my Instagram, see messages that I may post from here and there, definitely do that right in the description box. And as always, guys, I love you very much, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys. Bye, Cap. Love you guys.